Welcome back to another Roblox Studio tutorial. In this video, we're going to continue with our mining system and add a way to collect the materials and keep track of what we have. Okay, so if I pick up my tool and start mining the rock here, then what I can do after I mine some materials is I can go around to collect them. And then up in the top here, the leaderboards will keep track of what materials I have and how many of each type I get. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive in and see how we can do this in Roblox Studio. For this video, we're going to start by setting up the leaderboards that'll keep track of how many of each material we have. So you want to place the script under the server script service, and let's go ahead and take a look. What the script is doing is every time a player joins the game, it's going to add a new folder to that player. And then we're going to be storing some different values inside of that folder. And each value that gets stored inside of that folder will correspond to one of the materials. So you're going to create sections that look like this here for each of the different material types. So you have one for rocks, one for iron, one for gold, and one for diamond. If you're using different materials, just follow the same format, but change the names. Okay, after that, we're going to create a script under server storage. And what this script is going to do is every time we create a new part by striking the rock, we're going to be adding this script to that part. What this function is doing first, it's checking to make sure a player touches the material and not some other part. And if that happens, then what we're going to do is take a look at the color of the part and then assign a point based on the color of the part. So for example, if the part is medium stone gray, that would mean the player touched a rock, so we're going to add 1 to the rock's value. If the player touches a black part, that means they touched an iron part, so we'll add 1 to the iron. And then the same for the gold and also the teal. And outside of this function, we're just going to link the touch event, so this is whenever the player touches the part, to the function itself. After that, there's just a few things we have to add to the script that's inside of the tool. So what we're going to add to the script first is this line right here. So we're going to say local storage is equal to game:get service and then server storage. And then down here toward the end of the function, we're going to add these two lines. And what these two lines are doing is taking the script that we have under server storage and adding it to the part when it gets created. Okay, and that's all you have to add to it. So just a quick recap, what we did first is under the server script service, we added a script that set up leaderboards. And inside those leaderboards, we had some different values that corresponds to the different materials. Inside the server storage, we wrote a script that we're going to add to each new part that gets created. And what we're saying for this script is depending on the color of the part, we're going to assign a point to the corresponding material. After that, we added a few lines to the script that's inside the tool. And what we did for that one is up the top here, we connected it to the server storage. And we added these two lines down here to copy the script that's in server storage and place it inside the part once it gets created. Okay, before we end with this video, let's just go ahead and take one more look at our scripts. So after I mine the rock, this little rock popped out, and when I collect it, then I get 1 point that goes under the rock section. And the same happens for the different material types. Okay, this is going to be the end of the video. What we're going to do in the next one is learn how we can sell these different materials for some form of currency. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one.